Ravana Renslayer meets Miss Minute in the city of Chicago in 1868 Sacred Timeline. Miss Minute asked her to bring a parcel. She says these are going according to the plan of He Who Remains. Ravana drops the parcel through the window of a house. A small boy in the house picks up the parcel. Ouroboros can't open the blast door. He needs either Miss Minute or He Who Remains. Loki and Mobius tracks Ravana's TemPad location and arrives in Chicago. Finding nothing there, they go to the city of Chicago in the branched timeline of 1893. Through a newspaper they come to know that Miss Minute is scaring everyone by transforming big in size. In a signboard they see a show of temporal marvel. They go there. Ravana Renslayer was also present. After a while, a scientist named Victor Timely demonstrates his new experiment, Temporal Loom, in front of everyone. Victor Timely is a variant of He Who Remains. There were many investors who wanted to fund his experiment. But Victor doesn't want any partnership. Mobius tells Loki that they have to take Victor to TVA. At first Loki doesn't agree to take a variant of He Who Remains in TVA. Mobius says that with the help of his aura, they can access to the Temporal Loom. Meanwhile, seeing Ravana talking to Victor, Loki and Mobius run there. Some customers come to catch Victor because he gave them a fake product that doesn't work. Victor runs away from there. Loki, Mobius goes to capture Victor. When B-15 calls Mobius, Mobius tells about Victor. B-15 tells Mobius that there are some strange signals where they are. Sylvie appears there before they finished talking. Sylvie wants to kill Victor, but Loki wants to save him. Sylvie doesn't want to leave Victor. He tells Loki, because of them all this happened. They are trying to take him to TVA by handing over his weapon. Loki says they have never seen him before. Sylvie tells Loki with about parcel, then how did it come to him? In fact, there was a TVA guidebook written by Ouroboros in the parcel. Victor is discovering all this by using the guidebook. Loki says they are actually seeing it for the first time. Victor somehow escapes from there. Ravana sees him. He asks Miss Minute to go out. Miss Minute grows up and scares everyone and ran away with Ravana and Victor. Victor comes with them to one of his labs. Ravana and Victor gets attracted to each other. Victor asks them what is going on here. Ravana tells him, long time ago, one of his variant created TVA. And their job was to protect the sacred timeline. One day a Norse god came and killed him. The Temporal Loom, which he is yet to create, already exists in TVA. And he needs to keep it right. Victor says this is what the wizard, Loki, was saying. Ravana forbids to trust Loki. At this time, investors knocked on Victor's door. They ran away from there. As they run away, they come in front of Loki, Mobius. Investors also see them. They tell Loki to stay away. When Loki shows his magic, the investor tells Loki to take Victor. Escaping them, Victor, Ravana and Miss Minute board a ship bound for Wisconsin. There is his most important invention, a throughput multiplier. Victor says Ravana his inventions are ahead of their time. The machinery required for his discovery has not been invented yet. Ravana and Victor's bonding builds slowly. Ravana tells him that she has high hopes for this partnership. Hearing about the partnership, Victor throws Ravana into the water in a lifeboat. Arriving in Wisconsin, Victor packs his discovery bag and gets ready to leave. But Miss Minute forbids him to go now. Miss Minute continued that she was made to play chess. But later he trusted her and gave him the freedom to write his own code. They have been together since long before the Multiversal War, TVA. And at the end of time, she was the only one by his side. Now Miss Minute comes to full simp mode. She tells Victor that he gave her everything but didn't fulfill her one wish. Why didn't he give her a real body? If she had a real body, they could have been together by all means. She could be his girlfriend. Victor shuts her down. Ravana now comes forward. She approaches to prune Victor with the time stick. Loki and Mobius arrive and ask Ravana to stop. Ravana says, everything was going well while she was on TVA. She was handling everything with a strong hand. Meanwhile Sylvie comes and spoils everything. When Sylvie goes to kill Victor, Victor begs for his life. He says he did nothing wrong, Sylvie doesn't even know him. Why should he suffer the punishment of others' actions? Sylvie remembers herself. She was also arrested for the same reason. And today she herself is going to kill an innocent, only because one of his other variant did something bad. Sylvie asks Loki to take Victor. While leaving, Sylvie says that she don't want to regret later. Loki, Mobius goes to TVA with Victor. And meanwhile Sylvie sends Ravana to the end of time. Ravana sees the dead body of He Who Remains. She frees Miss Minute. Miss Minute says Victor made a mistake by antagonizing them, because they know everything about Victor. Miss Minute also says that she knows Ravana's truth for which they are working together today. And Ravana won't like to hear that. Episode 3 ends here.